Hey guys, Tommy D here. I'm going to tell you a little story about a log I found. Uh, Going through a rough time in life, asked God to send me a sign. I'm a tree cutter by trade, so he kind of spoke to me in my own lingo. What I'm going to show you, this is a Jerusalem cross, supposedly one of the first Christian crosses ever known to man. And I had my chainsaw down in 3 other spots, and my saw wouldn't go down in the wood. I come to this spot, and my saw revved up by itself. My saw went down through the wood, and this is what I found. It's a chunk of hard maple. I cut it in a funeral home. I was cutting trees at a funeral home, and this is what I found. And I'd like to show you some biblical images that are appearing out of this log, and I hope that you see them. I have the identical match to this piece of wood right beside it. I sanded the other log that you saw earlier. I did not sand this because I always knew skeptics were going to be skeptical. As you notice, the bark is shed off this tree. I cut this tree down 18 years ago. The bark is off this tree. Science says bark on a tree shall not stay on a piece of tree for over 2 years. The bark on this tree has been shed off roughly 2 years after I cut it, because the tree is actually dead. The only thing that holds bark on a tree is a live tree. If we go back to the other tree, you notice the bark is still fastened to the tree. There is a small chunk of bark that did fall off this tree. The only piece of bark that fell off was to reveal an image of a horse head. I hope you guys could see it. It looks like got 2 ears and a horse's head looking directly at you. Well, I went and took a large picture of this log head on, and I went and had it blowed up, and this is what it looks like. This is a 4x8 piece of vinyl, and all the images that I am about to show you is in this log. We're going to cut to a different picture, and we'll get back to this in a little bit.